Okay, without much delay, I know this is going to be our last session, but for sure not at all a least where we can ignore. So the topic itself is quite impressive: ethical and responsible usage of AI across enterprises. I know AI is becoming a very bigger part of all the organizations, whatever we do, whether it's a personal and everything. So that's where it comes that ethical usage, how best we should use it. And Prasad, we are expecting at least some tips out of this session, how best we should be utilizing this AI. So with that, over to you, Prasad. You can go with a quick intro and then start with the session.
Definitely. Thank you, Nirmala. That too, thank you, SSAG team, because I'm a part of SSAG from last 1 year. So same month, June, we started with a physical meeting. Thank you for the opportunity for the next year. I'm the speaker. So it's a proud moment for me. And even we are taking over. As per my introduction, I'm running one risk management consulting company. There is RiskGuard. We are dealing with AI, cybersecurity, and risk management aspects. So this is a brief about me. And one why directly I'm going to the session. So
We can see your screen, Prasad.
yeah.
Maybe you can switch to
Yes.
slideshow.
So is it visible?
Yes, but we can see all of your slides. But
One second. Yeah. So because I don't know who is the target audience in the present in the room. So I just asking what is your experience level, like as in whether you are in the market or you are in the manager level or in the freshers, so that it will be related to you, more relevant for your use cases. So now I'm dealing with the ethical and responsible uses of AI across enterprises.
Prasad, can you please share it in the presentation mode?
Yeah, one second, one second.
Maybe meanwhile, people can go ahead and put your answers in the chat.
Actually, this is unable to do in this format. So hello, is it
Okay.
visible?
I mean, it's
But
not in the presentation,
not
but
here.
maybe you can try in the other way last time, however you did.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
So
that's
slideshow. So it is not coming, maybe technical reason.
okay.
Okay.
Shastri or Sharath or
Yeah,
Satish,
I
in
think
case.
we can move forward,
Yes.
Nirmala, Prasad.
Yeah,
Please go
please
ahead.
go.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is our agenda is introduction to ethical AI, core principles and framework implementation, and AI governance with RACI matrix. Because RACI matrix is which is more inclined to the our organization goals. We'll see that. And what are the major companies adopting the our ethical and responsible AI? These both we are taking up this in this session. What is ethical means it is depends on the regulatory compliance, stakeholder trust, and risk mitigation. Because ethics means the practice of establishing guidelines and principles that guide artificial intelligence created and used. Because the ethical AI useful for sustainable innovation, fairness, and accountability in AI system. Now, from the past 4 I'm saying we are seeing we have used a lot of AI tools. So we are prompting anything, and they are guiding. We are giving the prompt, and they're getting it some output. Though all the data we are feeding in, there will be automatically it will training the model ultimately. So the what data we will feed, that matters a lot in the getting the output. Okay, it's by the general science, it will give the complete output whatever we decide. But if you some person is giving some personal data for very secure data, it will go into the system. Even if other person will trying to access, it will give the data as such. So that is the main reason. And responsible, and we will seeing the what is the basic difference is a slight difference. Ethical is why and what, and responsible is how. There is only one difference is ethical is why and what. For the high level moral principle guiding an AI development, and responsible is practice throughout the AI life cycle. AI life cycle means it is throughout the design of the product or with the usage. There is a design thinking principles is available in the while going to the product development. So right from the coding, right from the designing, everything will apply in the responsible AI. It's total. So ensure AI aligns with the societal value, doing the right thing. That is ethically is the principle is, and the responsible is safe, fair, trustworthy, and legal compliant. Because now there is a lot of governing principles across world for the working on the responsible AI. Be Microsoft, Accenture, Infosys, and IBM. They're very high matured kind of responsible AI while using AI. It is downloaded to the in the organizations. Now today we seen a lot of passwords are cracked from the Meta and Google. So that's where even that is there is some conception like even the Microsoft Copilot has leaked out data. This is a huge buzz around going on from today morning. So where the organization has a complete enterprise version of Microsoft Copilot, they are rechecking the why the bypassing is going on and what the leakages around. So these two we need to take care while going to the next stage. There's a core ethical AI principle is fairness. Fairness means should be very genuine information and transparency open to all, and accountability. Who is feeding the data and who is typing the data, he should be accountable for his mistake. And he should know the ownership of data feeding. And privacy. Privacy ultimately not only individual from the organization's perspective. And in the human oversight means is not alone in the organizations. He should oversee the complete structure in the hierarchy level in the organization itself. And the responsibility framework works on the sustainability, privacy, data ethics, and even data governance is a big topic going around. There are some research around because all AI is working on AI data. So even the data governance is the underlying features for the ethical responsible AI governance in the coming days. And the transparency, these are continuous learning, short uh, continuous learning should be in the AI space because whatever we are seeing, there is a lot of digital transformation, lot of technology evolution happening around in the AI space. Because now we are seeing DeepSeek as overtook. Because now till now we've seen only some 1 month back we seen ChatGPT is master, and then DeepSeek came, and then Grok came. So there is no end for the technology evolution. There is lot of infrastructure available. Companies pouring a lot of millions of money to the research and development. So they're working because innovation is difficult, but when it comes to the duplication, it is very easy because already we do the framework. That's simply copy paste. These are the principles because these are the 13 companies who are more aligned with the AI principle and AI governance. So at what perspective they are using now that I not just noted down some points based on my experience. When it comes to IBM transparency, accountability, because they are following the all ethical and responsible both. They are balancing both. and Microsoft inclusivity. They are coming up with some topic as inclusivity, where there's completing AI impact analysis. They are coming with the AI impact tools. Now we can find in the direct website also in the Microsoft. There we can assess in which stage, right from the coding, right from debugging, or right from delivery, and the way, what stage we are making mistakes. And there is one feature exclusively in the Microsoft tools. There is automatically pop up. There will be if it is not good for the going forward the training. So there is a high mature level Microsoft and Google also. They are working in the now in the ethical guidelines space. They're not so mature, but they're practicing that. And the OpenAI safety and risk mitigation, they're more focused on the risk mitigation because they know the what the value of the risk assessment. So they only focusing on OpenAI because they're core company, core AI companies. So now we can target upon Salesforce. They're more research, more serious on the customer centric because they're directly dealing with the customers. So that's why they're more focused on the transparency level. And Meta, Accenture, and SAP. Now the uh, now we are using as a project manager and all. We much use Atlassian tools and Jira tools. They're also coming with the AI features inside and the open communication because Jira is we know how far you are using. So it is all day-to-day life. So Atlas is also making a lot of investments in the responsibility principles like Deloitte and Apple. So the implementation is not from the one-man show. It should come from the leadership. So that's why the IBM has taken that initiative, leadership, buy-in, and culture, and a governance structure establish clear ethical oversight. Committee provides cross-functional leadership because one we know we have there is control over the one department, but we should have a cross-functional leadership should come align with the governing principle and the risk assessment and stakeholder management integration to AI lifecycle. You have the life cycle. This not only uses because we are using only chat GPTs like GenAI, but in the back end, what are the model differentiation that should come in the audits? These are the RASI matrix for the AI governance. It should be duplicated for the. My thought is every company should adopt these AI governance RASI matrix in their organizations. As per my personal experience, we dealt one of the company. They are into pharma. They are very new to technology. They're good at their domain knowledge, but they are very less knowledge in the AI tools usage. So their manager, this 8 months back, they said you just go and explore the AI tools. The vigorous usage of data pouring in the chat GPT, it is if you search any that name, we can get the complete layer of the even the financials and the confidential data is everything is in dumping. So as a consultant, we went there and we seen what are the practices they followed. And then after 1 2 months, we realized what is the root cause there and what is the problem they're arising from. Because there are freeness, there is no governing and no control over there. So we advised some of the principles how to go ahead. After 1 month of vigorous training, they completely stopped the access of the AI tools. Then slowly we are back testing and the design, whether the data feed it, we back tested again. That works out well. Now they are in the limited pace, not fully, we can say 40% come up on the normal stage. So this is my one of the personal stream working with the organization. And the task is bias mitigation. The bias, we know what the prompt it is giving from the tomorrow we are going to see what the real prompts and responsible data science, AI ethics officer, legal and HR team and executive leadership, and model transparency, ML engineers, project manager, and national auditor and users, and regulatory compliance, chief risk officer, government affairs, and board of directors. So right now, I spoken about Atlassian. Effectively use RS to ensure accountability for ethical outcome because we are directly dealing with the customer outcomes. So the streamlined decision making. So we are fully adoption of the AI governance. these are the some of the AI governance frameworks around the world. There is one challenge here. There is no uniformity in the governance framework. That is a big challenge with us. So we need to be take up only one or two guidelines which are needed at the organization level and their scope of the organization and the size of the organization. If it is big one, they can go for a UA Act and the client place also, because we need to take up both ends, not only working stays at the client place. Now there is another challenge when the company is incorporated in other place, other global level, and we are operating from India. That is a use base. Use mess up with the things because we need to follow the both. We need to satisfy both. Like USA, China, India. Now we are using internally national strategy for AI, Niti Aayog and Digital India Act. Even we are coming with the AI playbook in the state wise and central wise and public domains, because there is a lot of layers involved around this. UK, Canada, Australia, Africa, there are only big challenges. There is no uniformity. There's a big issue, but majorly our clients are from US and UK, but we are just following UA Act and responsible AI framework, and then even the responsible AI framework management. Now we just mentioned the one case study with the Salesforce ethical, because it is for our personal use. I think later there is a lot of fellows from the Salesforce as well in our team. There is a challenge balancing customer data uses of privacy. They need to integrate ethical consideration into the core CRM products, because customer data feeding is a more challenging at this from the ethical point of view. So ethical board, they integrate fairness checks into CRM tools. They need to feed in very predefined and pre-approved prompts into the system. So it is a outcome is they achieve 30% reduction in customer complaint. They relate to AI-driven recommendations, demonstrate successful ethical integration. This is one of the success stories beyond that. This is are just narrowed down by 3 layers how we can go ahead. Implementing responsible AI, deployment guidelines they need to follow, whatever it is the client side, and integrating ethics into AI development process. There are product companies and service companies around. But if you want to see for the product side, the guidelines will be different, because we need to see the all what are the supply chain and vendor risk also inside that. And when come to the service, there is the more focus on the principles and demonstrating responsible AI by analyzing successful AI project within the ethical consideration. There will be model creating, and then we need to follow. That's all. Assessing and qualifying AI systems, ethical and performance metrics. There will be some metrics and frameworks, conducting audits and impact. There is regular impacts, a regular audit we should follow, what the usage of. And common challenges, like I said, AI models can perpetuate biases from training data. Fairness toolkit, even the Reliance Infosys has made some separate toolkit, open source toolkit. We can try around. It is easily accessible in the GitHubs. We can try out what our use case and company wise. Lack of explainability, decision making process cool. So now the Google is coming with that some model cards. Regulatory gap, rapid phase of AI development outstrips the regulation. Microsoft internal AI compliance web guides ethical deployment within legal framework. So these key takeaways from our session is the ethical AI demands cross-functional policy that should be mandatory, and RACI matrix ensures clarity and accountability across each and every employee. Industry leaders prioritize transparent AI tools, explainability framework are essential for trust. AI tools which are very authorized and more governed with the management, then only it should be used. And continuous audit and stakeholder feedback are critical. They drive ongoing improvement and adoption. Because began and the other side also, I'm working in the cybersecurity space. Here, one thing we got as a we know how the data breaches happen. There is This is not for one time. It is a pre-planned from 6 to 7 months. The back end. We need to follow the. We need to complete network. We need to be careful enough to the understand the AI and the RASI matrix here. Now we are coming with the references. Some of the references I made it. Am my screen visible now?
Yes, Prasad, but still the PPT is showing in
Yeah,
case if
yeah.
you're thinking
Correct.
your
Prasad,
references.
you have
Yeah.
to use control button to click on that.
Yes. It is, I think, my system has issue.
Yeah, maybe otherwise you can just copy that link and paste it in the chat so that everyone
Yes,
would be
yes.
able to access.
That's why. I'll make it that. Uh,
Yeah, we got the link.
Yeah, now I got the I sent one responsible AI because it is a non-profit organization working on the AI principles. They're guiding the AI how to use and how the ethically you can incorporate in the organizations. You can go through. There are a lot of resources available there, and even one is from Microsoft AI assessment. That is a good resource here, and and one more we have from Infosys. There is the separate toolkit available for the responsible AI because they're partnered with almost 220 companies and they are giving tested with the beta testing for their principles. Now we can, there is separate setup for the responsible AI in the Bangalore. Thank you. Any questions now?
So team, in case if you have any questions, you can post it in the chat window. Or if anyone would like to ask maybe one question, we can just take that time. Otherwise, you can park it for tomorrow. Or we will be sharing Prasad's LinkedIn profile in the chat window so you can connect with him, have the conversation going. Okay. So thank you so much, Prasad, for the insightful session on the ethical and responsible use of AI across the enterprises. So, for sure, you have helped us to understand the importance and how to balance that innovation with responsibility and why trust, transparency, ethics. I mean, whenever we are taking any AI initiatives, what all things we should be considering. So, with the, some live examples with the co-pilot and providing also some resources. So, we truly appreciate all your time and valuable knowledge sharing with us today. So, can we have the certificate played on the screen, Shastri? Yeah. So let's give Prasad a big virtual round of applause, team.
Oh, thank you, Sadish sir, Sarath sir, and Rutura sir for the opportunity the first time. So, going forward, we'll do such sessions in the more practical way.
Thank you so much. And we'll be waiting for your upcoming sessions in a practical way as well.
Yeah.
Okay.